Good morning. How are you?
Morning, Wendy. How are you today?
I'm good, Darrin. It's good to see you. So even if it is virtually, so I know so many folks who are probably going to be watching this. They know you. You're definitely someone that folks know in the county. But for those who may not know you, I wanted to give you an opportunity to just share with us a little bit about you personally, who you are, your family. Just kind of put, just let us know who you are.
Sure. Well, good morning, Wendy. It's great to be with you today. I'm actually sitting here in my office at Davidson County Community College.
Okay.
I shared with you earlier that I'm working between here and between my home office. And I went by the Davie campus this morning and picked up mail to bring it to the main campus. So we're back and forth. We're still operating here at the college, and we'll get into that. But let me share a little bit about myself and my background. For the past 28 years, I've spent my entire career serving public education in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
I was a high school teacher. I was a principal, chief technology officer in 2 school districts, and then I had the honor of serving 2 school districts as superintendent. I was in Mount Airy City Schools for about 3.5 years. And then in 2011, Lisa and I moved back to her hometown in Davie County, and I became your superintendent.
Mm-hmm.
And I was there for 7.5 years as superintendent of Davie County Schools, some of the best years of my life and career. And last January, I became the president of Davidson County Community College, and it gave me a chance to serve our service district, which is Davidson and Davie.
Mm-hmm.
But we have students all over the region. So I get to see students from all over this area come to the college and continue their education and help them in their pursuit of a career or a job or bettering their life or learning some new skill. But education is my calling. This is my mission field. This is what I do. And Lisa is from Davie County. Lisa's my wife. We've been married 31 years this year.
Mm-hmm.
We have 2 daughters, Madison and Molly. Madison is the marketing communications director at the Davie Community Foundation and is getting married in August. So we're in wedding planning mode at the Hartness house in Mossville. So we're excited about that. Molly, my youngest daughter, is doing student teaching. She's wrapping up her student teaching experience this week at a middle school in Concord. That's a very different experience, having in class and then going digital for the last part of her semester, but she's graduating from UNC Charlotte and she'll be a middle school teacher. So lots of fun things going on. Wendy, lots of change since that first day I became your superintendent in 2011, and you did an article in DavieLiFE about our family, and the girls were much shorter and still in school. So things are good though. We're blessed as a family, and just glad to be a part of this community and continuing to serve and see things happening in Davie. And I hope I'll get to share some of the things we have on the horizon for Davie.
Yeah, well, that sounds great. Well, we certainly hated to see you leave, but we were, so fortunate to be able to have Jeff Wallace step in your place, and we've also been super fortunate to. You didn't move too far away, and you're still very much connected with the community. So it was hard, but it's all worked out. So. And I do appreciate you taking the time to talk with us this morning via Zoom, because I know you're busy. I know you have a lot of stuff going on, but I did want to give you an opportunity to tell about yourself, but then also share a little bit about the community college, because I think folks really don't realize what a resource that is here in our community. They know it is a community college, but sometimes we don't dig quite deep enough to really know what all that looks like. So with that said, I'll go ahead and go into our first question. Tell us a little bit about Davidson Community College, or Davie County Community College. I always want to say DCCC. Who it serves and what it's all about. What do you think people need to know?
So first, before we get into that, congratulations. You made a great selection on the new superintendent. Jeff Wallace is doing a fantastic job. He and I stay in touch regularly. In fact, we were text messaging back and forth this morning. So
well, he has,
really
I'm telling you, dealing with this current situation, there's never been any more assurance to myself as a board member that we made the right choice, because he has led the organization in a way. So I'm very proud of him. So,
well, he's got a strong group of strong team there, and strong teachers and staff in the school system. Davie County is in great hands when it comes to K-12 education. And Davie County is in great hands when it comes to continuing education after high school and in an adult life. So Davidson County Community College is one of 58 community colleges in North Carolina. So we have 100 counties. There's 58 community colleges, one of the strongest community college systems in the country. There's a little over 1,100 community colleges across America. And our community college system is extremely well positioned in the country and well respected across the country for the way we deliver education. Community colleges started out as industrial education centers, and they've really changed over the years to being a lot of things to a lot of people. I mean, we have students of all ages, from students in the 3 early colleges that serve our campus. There's 2 in Davidson and 1 in Davie, to adults in their 40s, 50s, 60s that come back to the college to gain new skills, whether it's for a specific job purpose or to enhance their career or change careers, or it's just something that they wanted to learn and they want to come and take a course. We see a lot of students now coming to the community college for transfer. Their goal is to have a 4-year degree. And they start out at a community college because it's such an affordable, quality experience, and their parents can save a lot of money on tuition, housing that first couple years.
Right.
So it's a lot of things to a lot of people. We have over 40 different programs that are provided. We have a strong presence, especially in health sciences on this campus, and we're looking at some expansion in the Davie campus. We have a lot of transfer students that I mentioned before, but we have advanced manufacturing. We have a lot of different programs here on the campus. And I would encourage people to visit our website, and you could see all the different programs that are out there that are being offered. Just a lot of different things for a lot of different folks. Specifically in Davie, too, we have a unique program. We have a truck driver training program. You may have seen those trucks going across Davie County with DCCC on the side. We have a lot of students who go through that program who become truck drivers. And we know now how important logistics are to the supply chain and the things that are now on the forefront in the midst of this pandemic, to ensure that product gets to where it needs to be in our grocery stores and then in our homes. The other thing that I think is unique, when you look around in our communities and you see frontline people, whether it's in law enforcement, public safety, and EMS, if it's in healthcare, chances are if you interact with one of those individuals, they've received some type of training at a local community college. And whether it's here at DCCC or somewhere else in our region, and when things are, quote, normal, and you came through the parking lot here in public safety, you might see police cars from Greensboro or from Cleveland County or somewhere outside of even our service district, because there are a lot of people who come to this campus, in our Davie campus, for training that's much more regional. The other thing that's unique to community colleges, we do customized training for businesses. When new business comes to a community, one of the most important things that Terry Brawley would tell you is workforce, is the availability of workforce, the type of training available. So the community college is a big part of economic development in the region, and being able to customize training for new startups or new businesses, and being a service to those businesses who want to enhance the skills of their workforce.
just, I know this is a little off script, but going back to, you brought up the truck driver training course, just out of curiosity, because I would think, unfortunately, there have been a lot of folks here over the last several weeks who may have lost their jobs, and, they may be sitting back thinking, now might be a good time for me to look at getting some additional training, or look at doing something that I've been interested in doing, but unfortunately I just was not able to. Is there kind of a length of time that it takes to get, I'm sure it's different for all programs, but for somebody who might be in that situation, if they were interested in like the truck driver training or something that is, I guess, not necessarily like an associate's degree, generally what kind of time frame are they looking at? And that may be something, I don't mean to put you on the spot.
No, it's great. That's a great question, and I hear that often. We have everything from 2-year transfer degrees to 2-year associate degrees to a career in a year is what we call it, or less. So there's a number of certifications and programs, whether it's in welding or truck driver training, that would be much more short term.
Right.
For example, the truck driver training class, I believe, is an 8-week course.
Oh, okay.
So, that's a class, and I think we have another cohort that we're hoping to start back up on May the 15th. And that will all depend upon the restrictions and things that are coming down from the governor's office and from our state system office. But we're hoping to get that next cohort together. Jeff Ferguson, his dad, John, his county commissioner. Jeff is our lead trainer out of truck driver training.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Phenomenal job with the other instructors. So Jeff usually has full cohorts out there and has trained a lot of new truck drivers.
Okay, I did not know that. Well, that's good to know. Okay, well, we'll move on to the next question. Tell us a few things that you're doing differently that listeners may not realize during the COVID-19 situation that's requiring folks to stay at home. Maybe your staff, but then also for students as well. What are some different things that are happening?
Sure. So back in the middle of March, when all this thing started unraveling, we made some quick decisions. We had spring break, and we ended up extending our spring break by an additional week. Before all of the pandemic, Wendy, we had about 30% of our courses were completely online. Okay. At the end of that extended spring break, our faculty had moved 73% of our courses online. Wow. Now, there's a number of our courses that have a face-to-face component, whether it's a clinical experience if you're becoming a nurse, or whether it's welding if you're in a welding program, that you have to have face-to-face instruction. So we're working with those students individually, and as soon as restrictions are lifted and we can get them back in labs or back in clinical placements that have been restricted by the hospitals, they'll be back, and we'll work with them to complete their courses that were started this spring. But 73% of our courses went online. Our students were already accustomed to using Moodle as their learning management system. So they had their syllabus and other things already online. So it was a matter of us moving more content online. Okay. And, I just hear some pretty inspiring stories of things that our students have done, that our faculty have done to make this type of adjustment. Everything from, an automotive technology instructor making videos in his shop at home on how to repair this part or repair this piece. Now, that's not as good as face-to-face. Right. But it was very valuable. We use something called a light board, where an instructor can write on a piece of glass and interact with a group of students. We had actually one of our math faculty who took the glass out of his storm door and made a light board at his house and recorded himself doing calculus problems. We had a faculty member who created a green screen in their house and put different backgrounds up. So everything from live interactions with faculty to online assignments. I am so proud of our faculty and staff who've been extremely flexible. The majority of our folks are teleworking, so they're working from home. We transferred a lot of our business lines to cell phones so that students and the community can continue to be served. So we're open for business. We have about 477 courses this spring that are continuing. So now we're looking at wrapping up. We're going to do a virtual commencement ceremony on May the 8th.
Okay.
One of the things our commencement committee decided was, in all this time of uncertainty, our students needed something they could count on. So we wanted to continue with a commencement ceremony on the day it was already scheduled.
Right.
So we have that planned, and that will be streamed on May the 8th that evening. And then those students who want to participate in a traditional graduation ceremony will be invited to next year's ceremony, and they can walk with a cap and gown. But we've made a lot of adjustments in a really short amount of time, just like all businesses and school systems have done. But, you know, in the scheme of things, I don't have anything to complain about. And I think we all have to be grateful. I heard someone the other day say, and I've been guilty of saying this too, it is what it is. And I think what we need to do is change that to, it is what we make it.
I agree.
And to take that type of attitude, this is what we make it. And personally, for me, as a husband and a father, you know, I have cherished the time that I've had with my family, with my daughters and with Lisa. You know, it really has caused us to reassess what our priorities are. You know, the walks in the neighborhood and meeting people that I haven't met before.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a good thing too, Wendy.
Right. I agree. It's made us, you know, we've all been forced to slow down, which has definitely had some positives. So
absolutely,
I totally agree with that. Okay. I know you've talked a little bit about this, but is there anything you would want to expand upon as far as maybe something or some things that DCC offers that people don't realize?
Sure. I shared with you that, you know, we have a pretty big focus on health sciences. So everything from medical assisting technology to being a pharmacy technician to being a CNA to nursing. We also have aesthetics and massage therapy and cosmetology, all those things you would think of, you know, in that area, automotive tech, all the transfer programs. Advanced manufacturing is a big part of what we do as well. Heating and air conditioning programs, public safety, fire academies. In fact, this fall at Davie County High School, we'll have an EMS track for students. And next spring, we'll have a fire academy for high school students. So those are new programs that have started in Davie County, specifically for Davie County students. And then we have a lot of students who are taking college career promise courses on our campuses or online that will give them college credits while they're still in high school. That's free.
Right.
And right now, I would say seniors who are graduating, they can still take college credit courses this summer for free that will transfer to the college of, you know, in North Carolina. So they need to really consider that. And Wendy, I've also heard recently parents concerned about students who might be going off to a 4-year school in the fall that might be assigned to a residence hall, and they may be concerned about the transmission of a virus.
Right.
Community college is a great place to start. And not only can you save some money, but you could also get a jump start and continue on your pathway and keep in pace with getting a 4-year degree if that is your ultimate goal by starting out at a community college in your own community. And I know a lot of parents probably are concerned about paying for a university tuition rate, which is much higher than a community college rate, and then that instruction being transitioned online this fall. Universities haven't made that final decision yet.
Yeah.
But if that were the case, students could have that same type of instruction at a much lower cost at a community college.
Yeah.
But back to your question, I could talk all day about community college and the benefits, but some unique things. If you drove by the campus here between Lexington and Thomasville, you might see the ECU dental clinic on the front side of our campus.
Right.
That's a dental clinic that is part of East Carolina University. So if you're a dental student, you might come do your dental rotation in your senior year here on our campus.
Okay.
And we partner with that ECU dental clinic. We're opening up a new dental assisting program this next year. So that'll be a new program that we've never offered before.
Okay.
We're opening a new sustainable agriculture program next year. Farming is still a big part of what we do in Davidson and Davie counties, and training new people, training folks how to have sustainable agriculture and the new technologies around farming and agriculture is pretty important. And we saw that as a big need in the community. Something that's pretty unique, we have a zoo and aquarium science program.
Okay, I didn't know that.
There's only 2 colleges, community colleges in the country that have both zoo and aquarium science. So we have those 2 programs, and we have students who lead those programs who work in some of the big zoos across the country, who work in aquariums across the country. And that's kind of a little niche that DCCC has that not many people would know about unless you came and visited the aquarium.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for pointing those things out because, and you know, one thing that I take away, I mean, I do not have a child that's a senior this year, but I didn't realize that they could still take courses this summer for free if they are, before they're starting, I guess, their official freshman year away or while they're right after graduation. So that would be something that folks should definitely take advantage of if they're interested. So
our summer term starts before graduation, so that's why they're still eligible. They haven't actually graduated from high school yet.
Okay.
So the summer term would start the first week in June, and they could get started and could still take some courses and get those under their belt and on their transcript before they go to college.
Well, I'm glad you pointed that out because I had no idea. So, and that's definitely something because we have one who is just finishing up their freshman year at NC State, and he's done really well, and we're very proud of him. But whew, that tuition bill is a lot. So if they can get some similar courses, you know, under their belt at the local community college, and you know the student is okay with that, I think there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. So
absolutely.
Okay. One more question. If you could leave our listeners with one bit of information that you feel is important for them to understand about an education provided at DCCC, what would that be?
Well, I would just say that, you know, you're going to get quality instruction from a dedicated faculty here, just like you would at any other community college in North Carolina, and just as you would at a university. You know, maybe I shared with a number of people my first year as president here, having served in this district for 7.5 years, I was rather ashamed at how little I knew about the community college and how much of a gem this was to Davie and Davidson County to have a college. There's no other college in these 2 counties. Think about that. And for students to have a choice that is, you know, a valuable choice. And I know that there's been a stigma in the past that community college may be for those students who are, you know, not capable or not going to a 4-year college. We have so many students on this campus who excel in their studies. I know of one young man who is from Davie County who came here just for a year and went straight into engineering school at NC State. Okay. We have a number of students who will come here and they'll go through our nursing program and they're going to get a BSN in nursing. This is a pathway to a lot of different opportunities and a valuable one and a valuable experience. If you have students who are concerned about going to a campus with 30,000 people, we have about 12,000 students that come full and part-time onto this campus and our Davie campus in a year. Right. Now that's not, it's just a whole different feel, and it's an incredible opportunity and value that I really never realized. So if there's anything I would encourage people to do is come visit our campus, go to our website and check things out. Community college is a tremendous value. And I think that's evidenced by what we're doing in Davie with the Ignite Davie College Promise program. Last year, I think we had about 29 of the 400 graduates at Davie County High School come to DCCC. This year, we have 115 applicants for the Ignite Davie College Promise.
That's awesome.
That's a fourth of the class, and those students are going to be able to come here tuition free. That College Promise will cover, $250 in books. They're going to get a great start on their college education, and it's a huge investment by our community,
right?
Both public and private partners. The other thing that I'm pretty excited about, and I want people to know, is that we continue to look at what programs we offer in Davie County. Mm-hmm. We have a smaller multi-campus site there across from the old high school and what is now going to be a beautiful park. Mm-hmm. And we're looking right now, we're doing some site selection to expand our health sciences programs in Davie. Currently, we have a surgical technology and a central sterile processing program in Davie. And we're looking to expand that and expand a nursing program and our LPN program. So lots of good things on the horizon in Davie County for Davie County citizens. And I just really want to say thank you for this opportunity to spend some time with you, a great friend to me and my family and a great friend to the community. And I would say that, and I've told Wendy this personally before, DavieLiFE is the best community magazine I've ever put my hands on. So
well, thank you.
Congratulations on that wonderful resource.
Well,
lots of wonderful things to come. And as I've always said, there are great days ahead.
Well, we appreciate that. And I appreciate those kind words. And I've enjoyed being able to sit down and talk with you. I miss getting to see you. So it's been nice. I hope that our listeners have learned some things. I certainly have. So it's definitely been valuable for me and hopefully lots of others. So, well, I will let you get back to work. And please tell Lisa and the girls I said hello. And again, it was great having some time to talk to you.
Thank you, Wendy. Stay safe, stay healthy, everyone. We will be all stronger at the end of this.
Absolutely.
Have a great day.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.